Now, after a 4-year battle, the former domestic helper of the Changi Airport Group chairman was cleared of all charges this week.
And now her lawyer has spoken out about her fight for justice.
It was a very, very difficult trial, not just because we knew it was going to last, 10 months. It was a very difficult and long-drawn trial because of the sheer number of items that we had to deal with, or at least I had to deal with. And I didn't have any assistance, so I had to rely on a well-managed or well-accounted for set of documents, understand Parti's instructions clearly. Lucky point that we had was we asked the court to have all the items presented before it, because usually, all of this is done at the trial level, but at the appellate level, it's more oral, and the court agreed, and that allowed us to present to the court what you can't see in pictures. So the condition of the items, the clothes, the rags, the very old DVDs, or DVD players, sorry, the earrings, the jewelry that was outdated. You could see in a photograph, you could see in a color photograph, but you don't really appreciate until you see it. We had to basically convince a judge that, look, why would someone steal junk? If you look at Parti's case, if she had pleaded guilty at the first mentions or shortly after the offer was given in 2017, she would have been at home now, 2.5 years down the road. Or perhaps even quicker, because the offer was for just a couple of charges, or at least 1 or 2 charges. And she could have restarted her life, continued working in another country, and just thought about what happened in 2016, 28 October 2016, when she was dismissed as just a bad dream. Problems with our justice system, where you are, or it's where foreign domestic workers or foreign workers just don't know what they're up against. They don't know who to turn to. They feel that it's convenient, or they are given the impression that it's just convenient to apologize and plead guilty. And that's where I think that power of that home team came in. It was a group of very dedicated, in fact, mostly women, who believed also in Yani's innocence. And I kind of also knew, that I had the support from home. While we protect these vulnerable workers under our penal code, if harm is done unto them, our criminal justice system doesn't necessarily protect them when there's an accusation against them. Now, it's easy to say the criminal justice system is busted and we need to fix it, but I think as we move forward and as we get a little more advanced as a nation, we need to realize that the system as we envisioned it doesn't cater for these unrepresented folks. I'm talking about politically unrepresented, and the reason why I say that is, with proper representation, these issues are naturally adjusted or heard. But without this representation, you don't know until something terrible happens. If I could say, lawyers like myself who work on pro bono matters do some work, but the real work is done by a lot of these NGOs.
The full interview with Mr. Anil Balchandani is on Home's YouTube channel. The link is in the description below.